Hello, friends and bees and friends who are also bees. I desperately hope I'm appearing as live right now, and that Twitch hasn't fucked up this as well. Hello and welcome to this week's Dishonored stream. This week we are going to be finishing off Dishonored, the Knife of Dunwall. When we left off last week, we had fucked up a dude called Timsh who was corrupt in order to get his will so that his niece could get some cash money dollars. And this week we are going to go head back over towards his niece to hand that shit over, and then we'll see where the rest of the game takes us. So let's swap over to the GP, and I think we're gonna hop in basically straight where we left off. Let's keep going. I'm gonna have to remember how to play this game because I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed this week. So you best believe my brain is gonna be like, okay, but what if I played this like I was playing Assassin's Creed? It's a good thing that I play this. Right, is there anything? No, we just want to get out of here. Cool. What I meant to say was it's a good thing that I play this game with keyboard mouse, because I feel like if I was playing it on a controller it would just like absolutely fucking baffle the shit out of me. There we go, right. We're ollieing the fuck out of here. What did I say about having played too much Assassin's Creed recently and having my brain, like, be in Assassin's Creed mode? Where it's like, I can totally make that jump. And let's go along the side of that roof. No, we're playing Dishonored. Reminder to me. Remember which game you're playing, you fool. There we go. I mean, I believe so as well, but there's no need to be so negative. There we go. This is what I want to do. Sneaky.
Huh?
Nothing. I know that's going to count as me being noticed, but... Ah, fuck me. Like that incidental dialogue about, oh, if that damn fool hadn't killed Corvo. Yep. Absolutely, for fucking sure and certain. Good, everyone there is still dead, just how I left them. Well, not dead. Everyone there is still fast asleep, just how I left them. I'm glad that our, like, knockout darts seem to, like, knock people out for good, almost. Best way over there. Like this. Like this. There we go.
Any person with information that leads to her discovery will be granted a substantial reward.
Play. Stupid gut.
I'm using what some might call too much mana at the moment, but I'm near the end of the mission, so I really don't care. Rats are eating our babies. Lovely. Wonderful.
The barrister's enemies caught up to him. He's in custody as a plague victim. Here's the will as agreed.
That'll do nicely. Perhaps better. But you were promised information. Well, my uncle came under Delilah's spell. He was obsessed with her. Everyone knew she'd been a servant at the tower before she studied under Sokolov. She was a painter, an artist. Beneath my family's class, for certain. My uncle became infatuated. But he looked older and made us keep candles lit all night. He was afraid of the dark. One night we all went to Waverly Boyle's for a seance. It was an amusement. We didn't know what we were doing.
Horrible.
I thought only the dead appeared at seances. But suddenly Delilah was in the room with us. My uncle nearly died of terror. She was there, but not there. We saw her as if she was very far away, standing in the old Brigmore Manor, painting at an easel, painting a name. It was your name, Dal.
Lovely.
That's all I know. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Truly, truly lovely. Hi, Billie.
Timsh's ruin. He'll rot in Coldridge prison if they don't send him to the flooded district. It's poetic, I suppose. Maybe I was wrong about you, Dad.
Looking at Billie's outfit just gives me horrible flashbacks to how difficult it was to make. Spoke with verticums, Delilah, and we got all the things, nowhere near all the money, but that's okay. Delilah's powerful witch leads a covenant has moved into the ruins of Brigmore Manor. You return to your hidden base in the flooded district to plan your next move.
Jessamine Caldwell's hands were all that was holding this city together. With her dead, this city was a fast disintegrating web of guardsmen, overseers, nobles, weepers. Maybe this was the world the outsider was trying to show me all along.
That everything is bad.
For years, I'd held together a shadowy band of ex-mercenaries, street kids, and refugees through discipline and a bit of black magic. On the fringes of a city that ate up innocence and weakness. Maybe today it was the end of that small world. I thought of Jessamine Caldwell's hands shuddering as she lost her grip on life. Whatever doom was coming, I deserved it. My people didn't.
I love Billie so much. She's really great. Right. Max out on that. No favors, so we should upgrade this. 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 Finish stocking up on that. And there we go. We have one rune. Ugh, hair in my mouth. I don't want either of these. I'm going to share up the save up to increase. I don't know. We'll see. I have room for 4 bone charms now, though, so. Go with this. I hope it counts for carrying corpses as well. Right, what have we got? We've got a bone charm there, a rune there, a bone charm there, a rune there, and a bone charm there.
Dad, we've been attacked.
Hey, babe.
Overseers are tearing
Not
the place apart.
in character, but as me.
They're holding our remaining men, and their leader is in your chambers as we speak. If we take him out out and free our men, we can still drive the overseers back.
I want to know how the bastards found us in the first place.
I wish I hadn't just bought all of those, because there's a bunch of sleep darts there, all of which I already have. Another stinky mouth, that's what my mother said. A mouth that had need feeding for years on. It was faster every time it opened. First words I can remember her saying that, when she drunk for so long that her eyes stopped working for good. Drunk on an ocean, it seemed to me. I left the patch-up shack we called home. But before heading out, I reminded her all the time she put hands on me or thrown something on my head. That night, she rushed me like an ox and sent me down the back stair. All the time she told me I was just another stinking mouth. Last thing I heard was her cursing me from her bed, cursing the blind dark. Running with my pals, we had to stay sharp to make enough coin to keep from starving. Same story across the aisles. Not the biggest kids, but sometimes the smartest and the meanest when we needed to be. The only way to stay off the back alley mattresses, not desperate enough to go out on the drain flats with the mudlarks. So it was the knife for us, trying to catch the eye of the hatters of the boys from Bottle Street so they'd take us on. But when a dandy from Sakono stepped down from his polished coach and cracked my dear Deirdre's pretty head and left it twitching and dying in the muck, I snapped off one of the wooden gazelles on the top of the coach and drove the splintered end into his eye as deep as it would go. Last I saw of Deirdre, she was still, eyes wide to the grey sky, but now I like to remember her with a smile, laughing from the void at the one-eyed dandy with the gazelle coming out of his head. No one would take me after that. City watch made a full sweep once a week for months, trying to catch me. Even the Grand Guard came in from Konaka, down to Sakonos. It seems that Dandy's daddy was the Duke of Sakonos. I was too much trouble for my friends from the old neighbourhood. Anyone who saw me tried to drive me away. They threw rocks to get me to leave or tried to get a bag over my head, hungry for the reward. Even the gangs cursed me on sight. Billie's bad luck, they'd say. Hexed. She'll make it bad for all of us. You may think you know what loneliness is, but I can tell you, you don't. By late in the month of harvest, I had a hate inside me that would have choked most. Then I met Dowd. It was early in the dark morning, the only time I could go out. Walking the streets of the legal district, I saw them up ahead. 3 who looked like boys from City Watch, but dressed out of uniform. They're out for blood and coin, running some kind of murder racket, waiting on a drunk barrister to stagger out of a bar at just the right time. I didn't see him at first, but in the flick of an eyelid he was on them, out of the cold night air. He used a single blade, nothing else, that only touched each of them once, on the left side of the throat. The blood spattered and steamed on the cobbles. Quick movements, an occasional grunt, dark hair and the glimpse of a long scar down his face. When it was over, he made for the rooftops. I'd never seen the like of it, so I followed. I could have stayed and looted the poor bastards as he left bleeding. Could have eaten for a month, most likely, but this seemed bigger, so I tried to stay up with him, tried to stay hidden without losing sight of him. All across Dunwall into the wrecked and ruined parts. He crossed into what I could tell was his territory. Hidden sentries and old masks. I thought I'd seen everything in the city, all the gangs, but this was something else. Clinging to roof tiles and watching from behind chimneys, I watched, then followed him into an old building. Inside was all gloom. Rotted carpets, desks full of ratty papers, paintings ruined by the wet. There were weapons for practice dummies. Men lived here in secret, training with knives and crossbows. I lost track of him and continued to explore, but I was a fool. He'd known I was following and came up from behind. When I saw him, I froze, waiting for him to speak. You followed me, found this place, and now you're not begging or running for your life. There's nowhere to run, I said, and I'm not very attached to it, to tell the truth. He came close and looked me right in the eyes, trying to see some light inside that would tell him my story. You think you're already dead inside, but I'll give you something to live for. You'll fight for me and kill people like the ones who've hurt you. I just nodded, feeling relief for the first time in months. I love Billie so much. Like, genuinely, I think she's great. She's such a good character, and I love her a whole great deal. I would do anything for her. Like, as me.
Are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Okay. Not like that. The very sight of the animal is uplifting. I think I've read that one already.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse? Chances are very good.
I love how they're just like, chances are very good. Everything's already bad and it could all get even worse.
You're here somewhere, scum.
I was really hoping to, like, lure them down.
A body. Someone will pay for this. I know you're here.
Can you guys fucking stop pathing so that I can
Shout if
take
you
one
see
of
him.
you out?
Oh, I'll find you.
Right, okay.
All right. I won't be catching this rat bastard.
They were given fair warning. The litany on the White Cliff itself.
I need more men.
It's really annoying.
My hands are bound. Untie me. Okay. I'll watch for your sign.
Good lad. Right. There we go. Now. Bone charm over there, which is what I'm aiming for. Okay. Dope. Bone charm. Ring right there. Captured assassin there. Bone charm there. I want to be careful with these. That did not work. If you stop moving while blinking, time will stop. That's what I am after. I keep doing that. I need to get better at not being bad. Am I right or am I right? Okay. No, they're gonna find me if I do that. It's down there. I'm gonna try something. Ow. Okay. There's two of them.
Thought you could just leap away, did you?
Huh?
Incorrect. Okay. What's the easiest way to deal with this? Not like this is how. Right. I want to get away. Do that.
Let my hands not be restless. Reveal yourself.
Nope.
Feed your heart to the hound.
Thought you could just leap away, did you? They who put their... Let thy hands not be restless.
Waste.
I'll survive. I'll await your signal.
Wait, who is that? Watch out!
That's not the way to do it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wait for him to path underneath me, actually, and then I'll drop down and take him out. That it? You gonna turn around? I can't do a non-lethal takedown. That's really annoying.
I know you're...
Wrong. I hit it like jammed as I fell down. I hit the wrong button. Shit the bed. Stop noticing me. There we are. Right. What have we got?
This is a waste. These ones never talk. he's so great, I'm sure he'll kill us when we find him, so why not?
I hate these stupid overseers with their stupid music boxes. They're so annoying.
Last chance. Get up.
I like how he didn't notice me choking that guy directly next to him.
I'll watch for your sign.
Thanks, dude. Right. What am I doing? Getting out of here. There's a bone charm I want just over there. Right. I'm gonna make a potentially stupid decision. Jesus, that's scary. Right. Take you out. Oh, it's that guy spotted me.
Rouse yourself. Wake up. Hey, wake up. Hear me? Get yourself out. We both know you're weak at heart. Guards, to me, take out his legs.
Stop noticing me. I know I made a bad idea leaving all these sleeping bodies everywhere. Problem is, there's a bone charm there and I really want it, so you know. Wonder if I can do that, right. Ring there and a bone charm there.
Damn it! Someone's down. I know you're here somewhere.
There, a ring there, and a bone charm there. Anything else? Nope. Cool, dope, neat, right. Let's focus on getting into the building now.
On the task at hand. Enough! We don't have time for useless speculation. Dowd could be here any moment. We must be vigilant.
Ah, 3 of them.
Wait, who is that?
No, moved too early. I'm not trying to drag this up, by the way. I'm trying genuinely to be as stealthy as possible.
Indeed, I believe so.
I'm also not going to move on to the Witches of Brigmore. I'm going to save that to next week. So... Oops, I just
Get up right now. I'm gonna find you.
yoked myself off the side there by accident.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Chances are very good. Wait.
Nope. Too early. Listen to your problems. Now listen
Should
to
we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Chances are very good.
Okay, right. Don't yeet yourself off the edge. Shit the bed. Okay. Okay, right. I was reading, I don't know what the,
Squad after what happened last night? Indeed, I believe so.
right. Right, so who? That he turns around and sees me. So it might be easier to take him out with a sleep dart.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Chances are very good.
I have to wait for him to go about there. Let's do that and then do this. Nope, that didn't work.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Chances are very good.
Okay, take you out.
What? Probably rats. There. What? 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 What?
wonder if I can, like, hop up from the roof and start, like, taking them out from up there. So that does not work. I am very bad at this game. I think there's a reason that I only ever went stealth in this game previously.
Indeed, I believe so.
Right. What if I do this? Pick up his body.
So much for the legend. I thought the great Tao was a master assassin, spinning.
Not that way. Also, I totally dropped his body and then I accidentally killed him.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened?
I'm actually going to
Indeed, I believe so.
hop down here. So, what I got here? I've got him. I don't know how to do this. I don't know whether I should go from the top or the bottom. Both seem equally as problematic as each other. That's what they all say about me in Lamau. I don't know whether to go from the top or the bottom.
Impossible. Stop this nonsense. Focus on the task at hand.
I mean, that is true.
Drawings and maps appear to show that
Enough. We don't have time for useless speculation.
I don't know.
Could be here any moment. We must be vigilant.
yes, sir.
Make them. Do they both pass downstairs?
Ricardus claims he memorized the litany on the White Cliff in a night. Is it possible? Yes, yes. Right. Beep.
It looked like he just disappeared. Get up right now. Oh, I'll find you. There you are.
I almost had it and then I fucked up. Story of my life, really.
squad after what happened last night? Chances are very good.
That thing of taking them out one at a go seemed to work pretty well though for these guys. Okay.
Someone there?
Ah, piss. Wrong button.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse? Chances are very good.
The thing is, I know I could just go, like, stab that overseer when he comes up, but that feels like... I don't know. That doesn't feel sporting. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Ah, fuck. No, don't turn around.
Things are bad.
Fortunately,
Could the
hang on.
city get any worse? Indeed, I believe so.
Don't worry about it, okay?
Someone there?
No, it is a window. I can't shoot them through it. Bugger me.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Never doubt it.
Okay. Can I do this? And this. Dump your body here. It's not exactly the sneakiest move in the world, but... He's gonna come up here and he's gonna be like, what? And we're gonna fucking end him before it matters. Okay, move that, here, that there. Now, does he come upstairs or does he wander around there? I think I've read all these. He's gone back down there. Cool. Right.
It's you! I thought your victims never saw you.
Incorrect. That's not the way to do it. Okay, right. So, I wonder if I pop down here.
Huh?
What? No, don't worry about it. Actually, a thought. I do have that.
Might be worth checking out. It's you!
Ah, fuck. He finds me. Right. That's not the way to do it. Can I do...
Huh? I need you!
No. They will see me if I do it that way. Wonder if I can take out the music box and then, like, sneak back over this way.
Things are bad. Could the city get into this?
Probably rats. Into everything. Guard!
That might be what
Got you now! Clear the line!
That's not how to do it. Okay. Show me, guide. What do I do? Did I get the bone charms?
Your own squad after what happened last night? Indeed. So.
Aha, a thought. Whoops. Couple of thoughts, actually. Thought was, there's that rope.
Wake up! Hear me?
Right, sorry. The thought was, there's that rope. I wonder if I can sneak in this way. Okay. This is not the way to do it, and annoyingly I may have quick saved having gone over, which I didn't want to do. No, thank fuck for that. Right.
Bad. Could the city get any worse?
Need to... Ah. Okay.
That might be worth checking.
Annoyingly, I absolutely wasted a choke dart there. Right. I'm gonna try something. Not that. It's not what I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna try winding up. Instead, I'm going to yeet it very far away. Try and create a distraction. Yeet. Right.
Check under everything. Let my hands not be restless. Reveal yourself.
Right. There's a bunch of them which are gonna cause me a headache. But that's okay. Yep.
I know you're here somewhere, scum. Someone get over here.
Okay, that's not how to do it. Did I save once I taken him down and got out? Sure hope I did. Sure didn't. Okay, well, it worked better than expected.
What now? Present yourself. Don't make me find you. See something?
I feel like if I could take out the rest of them, that would also make this a fair bit easier. There we go. I just couldn't see the dude. Okay. Ah, fuck me. I really did think I'd saved there, but clearly not. Wrong button. Again, always the wrong button. I'm very bad at this game. I hope you understand. Right, so he does that. We can do this. Then got him. He walks over there. We can do this. Who else have we got around here?
This one's done. There isn't any fight left in him.
Down! Where are you? Check everywhere. We'll find him. I know you're here somewhere, scum. find you, it's going to be bad. Get out right now.
Anyone else? Nope.
I'll survive. I'll await your signal.
Dope. Log this superstitious artifact found on one of Dad's men in training area within the Commerce building. Should be a crate in temporary headquarters for items of this nature. Deposit it there after you create a log entry for it. Thank you for the sleep darts, baby. Right. Now. Is there anybody else here? Yes, that guy there could cause a problem. Okay, anyone else? Right.
It's you.
Wrong button. I meant to choke him out and then I was going to choke out the other guy. I've taken the Commerce building. Temporary headquarters has been set up in a nearby structure. My men are dealing with a number of captives that should prove to be very informative. We've achieved total victory here, catching the enemy by surprise. The plans for a large coordinated assault were obviously unnecessary. I'm confident that Dowd will show himself and be in our custody shortly. Yep. Delilah Copswoon. Who is she and why is everyone afraid of her? Strange that the painter should have so much influence, or that she should have any connection to my life and what I've done. My fate is my own, always has been. The problem is I don't know enough. There are missing pieces. I can't imagine how or why Delilah is linked to the death of the Empress, but the outsider wouldn't bother saying it unless it contained some grain of truth. Now it's driving me mad, like a puzzle I can't get out of my head. A riddle in pigment of blood. No doubt that black-eyed bastard takes delight in watching me twist into knots. He knows I can't abide a mystery. Billie has little insight to offer. None of the usual vitriol when I bring up the name Delilah. Just a shrug. Just tell me how you want this handled. It's odd behaviour for Lurk. If I find this Delilah and Cutthroat, maybe I can dodge what's coming, the consequences the outsider spoke of. Or maybe ending her life will bring the entire city down on my head. When I face her, will I see the eyes of the Empress? Can I go through with it, even if it's the only way to save my own skin? Somehow I suspect there's more to Delilah than portraits and sculptures. I'll find out more when I talk to the Timsh family. And we know there is. Right. Be really nice if, right about now, somebody would be kind enough to give me some more sleep darts. I think that would be just so super lovely right now. Fuck, right, that guy is gonna see me. Is he? Nope. Hi. Oh, wonderful. He doesn't even see the fucking body. Please turn around so I can teleport and choke you out. Come on, path it. Path. Nope. Right, somebody does see me if I do that. Thing is, I don't have to take them all out, but if I take them out, it makes my life a lot easier. wrong way. I've got Instant Crush by Daft Punk stuck in my head. I've had it stuck in my head for the last year, it feels like. It's a very good song, but any song gets kind of annoying when you get it stuck in your head for fucking ages. Right, what's the easiest? So we've got 1, 2. Is it just the 2 of them? No, there's 3, 4. Jesus Christ. They never end. Right.
Huh?
No, don't worry about it. Right, let's see.
What's going on there?
No, that's not the way to do it. What I could do, create a distraction for them all. Yeah. If I do this. No, that doesn't work because they've seen me already. The other thing I wonder is, can I... sneak this way? Ow. Answer is, not really. Cool. Well, the more you know, huh? Not even a way out that way. That's annoying. More here? No. Okay. Fine. I listened to your promise. Now listen to mine. I didn't want you anymore. Whoa, we'll never be alone again. This doesn't happen every day. Can't be your friend.
Someone there?
Hi.
Let thy hands not be restless. Reveal yourself.
This is probably not the way to do it, but hey. Right. Hoisted by my own inability to pick up the rune. But I have a better idea of what to do now. Right, don't do that. No, it's nobody. Don't worry about it.
None of this would have gotten so bad if that probably got a prowler up there.
Trick the roving feet that love to trespass. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of a neighbour's field. They wander into foreign lands, only to return with their souls blackened by iniquity. Where have you strayed that destruction now comes behind you? Would you walk across burning coals or broken glass? Then why do you prowl into the homes of the honest, or into the dens of hidden things? The result is the same. You will fall into the void. Instead, rest your feet on a firm foundation, so that, when the winds of the outside shriek against you, you will stand firm and not be overthrown. Here it is.
This map shows a coordinated sweep of the flooded district. The overseers here didn't stick to the plan.
Give the word, sir. What's our next move?
Capture the remaining overseers. We're gonna stick low chaos.
Can. Their plans are ruined.
Have fun. I wanted to see what else lies around here, but
Give me a report.
We'll take the overseer who led the attack and find out what else he knows. As soon as he's conscious. It seems the overseers are marching into the flooded district, planning a massive assault against us. This overseer Hume went against orders and attacked early. Our men, the ones you freed, were able to rout the remaining zealots. This place belongs to us again.
How did the cursed overseers find us?
It's my fault. I told Delilah where we were hidden. She wanted me to turn on you.
You did this.
But I can't go through with it.
Stupid child. All you had to do was cut his throat.
He deserves better. I was an idiot to listen to you.
So that's your choice then, Dowd. Her betrayal would have been the sweetest. But either way, the Brigmore Witches...
I changed my mind, by the way. We are going to start with the Brigmore Witches.
The day you heard it.
I think it was always understood between us that I'd see my moment.
God, I love Billie so much.
I moved too early. You weren't weak, like I thought. I'm only sorry I didn't pick a better ally. Delilah made contact with the overseers. I thought, between the three of us, we'd have you dead to rights.
We can blame the zealots for that.
So I'm kind of so. Her plan was to just
kill me,
survive.
If it even matters to you.
Touching and pathetic. If I see either of you again, I'll tear out your stone-cold hearts and walk in your skin.
Delilah's also a fantastic villain. Right. You can live, because I know that you're very important later.
Leave the city. Leave my sight, Billie. I give you your life.
I've never done that low chaos before. I had no idea you could spare her.
When Billie Lurk was 8, she wanted to be the captain of a ship. From the moment she met you, all she wanted was to be a killer. She watched you, learned from you, and then she saw you losing your grip and decided to take your place. And now, she's limping to the outskirts of the city. She'll pay a smuggler to get past quarantine. She'll watch herself for signs of plague for a while. Gradually, the fear and grief that seep into your bones in Dunwall will dissipate, and she'll find a new name and a new use for her skills. Even if Dunwall burns to the ground, one corner of the Empire will still know your story. Dowd, killer of an empress. Dowd, who spared his betrayer's life.
That's me. Hostiles kill. I didn't mean to kill them. I don't know how I did that. I did get all my assassins though. So, nice. Now, a fun fact. I've apparently never done the Brigmore Witches on High Chaos, so I'm kind of tempted to go High Chaos for Brigmore Witches just for the, like, for the having done it. We can just sit here enjoying these credits while I bring up a Brigmore Witches collectible guide. Why? Sorry, my phone is really misbehaving and not doing what I'm telling it to do. This is very annoying. Right. I think I've got a guide that's relatively good. So let's noosh over to the Brigmore Witches. Because an hour and a half stream feels really weird. I'm also thinking if I do an hour and a half now, I should probably be able to finish the rest next week, and then I'll have a week off, and then we'll be able to move on to Dishonored 2, which is exciting. I might not even have a week off. I just nearly knocked my work phone down the back of my desk by accidentally putting my tube full of mini eggs on it, because Easter's passed, and it turns out I'm still addicted to mini eggs, and until they stop being sold in supermarkets, I will never stop eating them. Anyway. So game the Knife of Dunwall has been found. You can use your progression, your tree, your equipment and powers. I want to use my low chaos version of the Knife of Dunwall and the Brigmore Witches. Let's keep going with the veteran. You've been ill at ease ever since you assassinated Empress Jessamine Colton and aided in the abduction of her daughter, Emily.
The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces. He watched me do it anyway. And now the world's gone mad.
Well, I mean,
Plague
yeah.
grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge. The overseers have stormed my
What did you
hideout
think
in
was
the
gonna
Flooded District.
happen?
And I'm in a strange duel with a mad witch named Delilah for the fate of the Empire.
Sucks
I'd
to be
say
you,
I was
dude.
being punished, but I know that the world doesn't punish wicked people. We make our choices and take what comes. and the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned.
I think I'm gonna do a high chaos run of the Brigmore Witches in my own time.
The men are recovering well from the attack, but they don't understand the danger there.
I'm gonna just keep trying to go low chaos.
My mother warned me never to make an enemy of a witch.
Good plan, Brew. Jesus.
Corvo, here to settle our debt. You understand, I won't make this easy for you.
I have to move that to 3. Could never be that easy. You know this.
What is it?
Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
I like that none of them are, like, questioning that, like... They're like, yeah, this is just how it be. It's cool. Potstead, Bristol. A small town, but the locals are charming, the ale is unmatched. Be certain to visit during the month of winds for their Pennon Festival. Dunwall, Bristol. Notes on the capital city could fill a dozen such volumes. All delights exist in Dunwall if you got the coin, and all miseries if you're broke. Unless you're well connected through someone in Dunwall Tower, one of the key families, the City Watch or River Patrol, make sure your permits are in order. Otherwise you're likely to have your cargo seized by the port authorities for any reason they care to concoct. Colkenny, Morley. Well, the harbour master here is particular about the kinds of goods you're carrying. The rest of the town is more lax. Be sure to visit the Inn on the Rock for the best month's stew in all the Isles. Yarra, Tivia. The cold here will snatch the breath from your lungs, but it is met in equal strength by the civility of the well-mannered citizens. Cosy taverns are kept warm by the famously crafted iron stoves, though the northern food takes some adjustment. Bejeweled aristocrats laugh and drink side by side with weathered, leathery-skinned farmers, clapping one another in the back until the dim hours. It's hard to make a friend here or to truly understand the world full of the native-born, but once you do, you'll have a friend for life. Calero, Serkonos. The city is crowded in the warmer months, and for a good reason. You find yourself shoulder to shoulder with scantily clad locals and foreigners on holiday, pale skin burned pink by the sun, which somehow seems larger and brighter in Serkonos. The food in Calero is a shining example of Serkonan cuisine, and there's always music and always dancing. Hand-rolled on the steps of tobacco shops, cigars are of course fresher than the ones you've had shipped to other parts of the empire. Karnaka, Serkonos. The jewel of the south at the edge of the world. The city is bustling with industry after a wave of settlers from Morley and an influx of wealthy trading companies from Dunwall. Everywhere you go in Karnaka there are new ideas, hybrid forms of music, groundbreaking theories of natural philosophy, and even extravagant delicacies made by mixed ingredients from all the known cultures. The locals work tirelessly for their coin. Welcome the elite from all across the Isles. No need to waste breath with apologies or excuses. You taught me that. All I can say, as soon as I left Dunwall, my head felt clear. Maybe for the first time. You told me once that people like us burn hot, then burn up. We don't get a chance to start over. No long days in the sun. But I know you, Dad. Despite all the blood in your hands, you've been stashing coin. No one does that if they're not holding on to something. You've got some kind of plan, some kind of hope for a new life. Maybe you knew, maybe you didn't, but that's what you gave me when you let me walk away. The one thing you said was that it wasn't possible. And I will never forget that. When the time comes, and it will, I hope you're watching closely so you get that chance too. I left the book for you. The world is bigger than I knew. There are lots of places where an old man like you could disappear. Cedar power in the civilized world of the Empire of the Isles, a great capital, brought low by vermin, the very thought goals. We'll face the reality that our once great city is in a state of shambles, and the few remaining domiciles in any habitable condition of the estates of those wealthy enough to ward themselves against that reality. A city cannot continue to thrive, populated by only the upper classes and the cloistered sycophants. Even if the plague were returned tomorrow, in its present state, Dunwall doesn't have enough hardy people of working age to return the city to everyday function. Sounds legit. We must find a way to attract more residents, which requires removing the cloud of fear brought by a current regime. The Lord Regent's lackeys are bad for business, my friends. So it falls on us. A plague and a tyrant must be overcome. After that, we must undertake a third miracle, turning the screws on the obscenely wealthy, forcing them to pay back into the place that has given them their privileged lives. It is a powerful unfortunate who must pay for the rebuilding of Dunwall, even if the poorest will bear the stones and timbers of reconstruction on the back. All this must happen for the dormant machine of commerce to restart. Without that, we are all forfeit, and the greatest city of this age will be lost. Right. You're going to 6. You're going to 4. Reen's downstairs. Okay, right. Here we go. This is what I wanted. No, I don't like that, actually. So that one. That one. That one. That one. Hi.
Begging your pardon, Dowd, but I don't...
Okay. Let's say that we should not sully our hands when combating the force of the void. My studies are deemed heretical by my brothers, but the rewards have been invaluable. I've harnessed the same energies employed by the outsider and his accursed followers while avoiding their corruption. I'll prescribe a twofold method in this text. As the unwholesome powers that the outsider use living flesh as conduit, we can avoid being tainted by using the flesh of others instead. By using the channels and barriers, we can focus these void energies in a raw state, shielding them from the perverse perspectives of the outsider. Tuck that into our pocket. Right, I'm going to start by getting pull. And that's that.
Thomas finished his scouting run. When you've talked to him, I'll give you the latest word from inside the prison.
Cool. Right, now I can set this up. 1, 2. I'm going to set this to 5. Those are all the important ones. So the shore to the south, the specimen for its warm winds, spice foods, and endless beaches. While the city of Calera sees the heaviest slow travellers from across the Isles, Karnaca on the southernmost edge of the known world is preferred amongst the elite of the Empire, so that months spent resting beneath the sun on the beaches of Serkonos, or within one of the rural villages, can cure most maladies. Travellers bring back recipes and styles from the south, and the dances that all Serkonans learn in their youth are favoured in crystal for the sensuality, copied by the fashionable aristocracy in the capital city of Dunwall. Only persistent trouble in Serkonos originates along the string of tiny islands stretching away from the mainland to the east. For generations, pirates have hidden amongst this archipelago, raiding traders passing between the isles and, more recently, attacking whaling ships returned with rich stores of oil. Taken by the whalers, a notorious gang associated with a man called Dowd. According to Peter Mansfield, his brother Radolf was proud of working with the Royal Spy Masters Responsible Citizens Group, feeling no shame in reporting what he perceived as shady dealings by his rivals at the fish markets, but this might have been the source of his trouble. On the 6th evening of the month of Hearth, Radolf came storming into Pieter's home, white-faced and panic-stricken, claiming to have been chased by a group of ruffians wearing the leather seats and vapor masks used by the men working in the whale oil factories. Pieter gave him supper and drink, sending him on his way later in the night, after which Radolf was never seen again. Rip. Right. What's up, dude?
I found Lizzie Stride. Getting her to
The
let us
Bay.
her boat will be a bit complicated, however. She's in Coldridge. From what I hear, they've got enough on her to hold her for about 1,000 years.
Coldridge. We can use this. We'll get her out. And Stride will have to pay back the favor. We'll have our transport.
Ready to leave, sir? Or should I wait? At your pleasure. Is it time to go, sir?
Fucking
I'll be here when you're ready.
be patient, dude. I've got shit to do. Troubles began with a name, Delilah, a mystery given to Dad by the face he sees in dreams, and whose voice he hears when kneeling at the shrines hidden in the lost parts of the city. None of us have ever heard this voice, but we know its power. It spoke to our master, telling him of its coming doom, and saying that solving this riddle was the only way to escape. We knew nothing of Delilah, except that we found a whaling ship by that name. Tenuous connection, but where the outsider's world is concerned, there are no coincidences. We discovered the ship was named after a woman who once walked the halls of Dunwall Tower with Jessamine Caldwin. Later she became a painter, an apprentice of Sokolov himself, until she snared an aristocratic patron named Arnold Timch. We met with Timch's niece, who offered us information on Delilah in exchange for eliminating her uncle. Removing aristocrats was our specialty, so our master agreed. With barrister Arnold Timch gone, his niece divulged everything she knew. Delilah was much more than a painter, and she was hiding in the old Brigmore manor outside the city. But by then we were too late. Delilah anticipated our threat. For some time she'd been working a corruptive influence on the best of us, the assassin Billie Lurk. Delilah turned luck against us, and together they sold us out to the overseers. We returned to our out on the flooded district. We were swarmed by gold masks and hounds, but Dowd was quick and wise in our trade. In the end he kept us alive, though there were losses. Now our resources are strained. Some of the men are grumbling. I see the strain on Dowd's face. Killing the Empress, handing over her daughter, these are not easy burdens to bear. And Lurk's betrayal weighs on him heavily. His sleep is troubled by curses and shouts. Now we make preparations to strike back at Delilah. She's planning something in Brigmore, something that affects everyone in the Isles, and she'll be expecting us. Like our master, she shares the gift from the outsider with those who follow her. How many are there, I wonder? I have no secrets for my master. My loyalty is out without question, but I fear these might be the last days of the Whalers. Perhaps the last days of Dowd. Fucking grim.
After Corvo's escape, it's going to be more difficult to break into Coldridge. They've installed arc pylons, and they're blaring overseer music over the loudspeakers. Our talents will be suppressed until we get inside.
I have other talents.
Why are these doors so fucking tall?
Corvo's out there, Dowd. It's a matter of time before he shows up here.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking aware of that.
This is exactly the sort of Dowd. Ever vigilant, I see.
Interesting times, gentlemen. Overseers in the flooded district.
Do I want to buy bend time? Do I want to upgrade agility? I want to upgrade agility now.
Abroad in the city, traitors in the ranks. I'd be nervous too. Then I'd remember who killed the Empress in Dunwall Tower and came out untouched.
Quite as well spent today. No, what you read here may one day preserve your life and your sanity. No one has seen the Knife of Dunwall and lived to tell of it until now. I think I've I have read this, yeah. Anything else? Some money on the floor. And that's it, right. Now let's get out of here. Overall chaos. No, didn't kill anyone. We defeated Corvo and didn't get killed. That's good. The fate of the High Overseer restrained the already tenuous relationship between the Overseers and the City Watch. You need Lizzie Stride's boat to reach Delilah's stronghold at Brigmore Manor. Fortunately, the leader of the Dead Eels gang is locked up in Coldridge Prison, and you've got to break her out. I love Lizzie so much.
Doesn't leave Brigmore Manor anymore.
She's such a fucking babe.
She doesn't have to. Which means I have to come to her. The manor's upriver, far out past the quarantine line. I'll need a ship. I've lived in Dunwall's underworld a long time. I know the players, gang leaders, madams, corrupt officials. But what I need is a smuggler who knows the river, someone I can trust. It's a reflection of Dunwall, or perhaps myself. That after all these years, the best choice I have is Lizzie Stride. And Lizzie Stride is in jail.
Wanted for absolute ages to cosplay Lizzie Stride. I kept thinking about it. The problem was the hair. I would have had to like completely shave half of my hair off, and when I was younger I was like, oh, I don't really want to do that, and now I'm like, fuck it, as if that's gonna stop me. Okay, you can buy things. Right. I want to start with the favors. I don't need money. I sort of want to. Yeah, I'm gonna be sneaky and stock up on sleep darts. Cool, right. Let's get going.
Dowd, Lizzie Stride is in there, but we don't know where they're holding her. They're playing overseer music from the loudspeakers. We couldn't get in.
Sorry for the incredibly loud noise of...
A spy caught at Dunwall Tower. The guards have sent for overseers to investigate.
I'll be back with Lizzie Stride. Stay hidden.
So I was gonna say sorry for the really loud noise of my tubes of right up. We've got 1, 2 bone charms, rune, and another bone charm too, and then that one. Right. Lovely. Truly lovely, that is. Right.
They don't hesitate to kill their own.
Okay.
Officer Thorpe, you provided Corvo Attano the means of his escape, and have won't stay hidden for long.
That was a mistake. Also, I can't believe that I freed that guy and he immediately is like, I'm leaving. I wonder if I could, like... Ow.
Private Morris, you refused to pursue Corvo into the sewer complex on the day of his escape. You displayed... I know you're here.
That's not the way to do it. I guess I do need to take them out. Okay. I have sleep darts. So sleep darts it is, I guess. Right.
Morris, you refused to pursue Corvo into the sewer complex on the day of his escape. You displayed cowardice in the face of a national crisis, and I hereby sentence you to death. Ready? By the outside.
Nope. Wish they wouldn't yell. Wonder if I can just take them both out by sleep dart. I don't want to because I don't want to waste my sleep darts, but...
You refused to pursue Corvo into the sewer complex on the day of his escape. You displayed cowardice in the face of a national crisis, and I hereby sentence you to death. Ready. Take aim. Fire. Watch Officer Thorpe. You provided
Do you think I can just...
the means of his escape.
Better to
And
be...
have confessed to receiving both money
for a minute than dead for the rest of your
and
life.
serum in return. For high treason, I hereby sentence you to death. Ready. Take aim. Fire. It's finished. Stand down. The Lord Regent asked to convey to you his personal thanks for carrying out this sentence. It hasn't been easy, but we can all take comfort in a small measure of
I'm gonna
justice being done.
see if I can...
Rest assured, Corvo will be caught, and we'll give him the same treatment. Right, men? Back to your posts, then. Double ration of whiskey tonight.
I'd like to have saved them. But... ah, fuck, no. Don't stand there. It's the worst place for you to stand.
Someone's supposed to be on duty over here.
Well, I mean, yeah, you probably fucking killed them.
Why is no one making rounds over here?
Probably because you killed them again. What a waste, right. Your body down here. Anything around here? Ah, I've read that one. Right. Accidentally. Will you?
Check under everything. I know you're here. Got you now.
Fuck. Oh, I should have been able to get him there. Right. Anyway, now that we're done with that, can open this door up. Do this.
Where are you?
Don't worry about it.
I know you're here somewhere, Scum. I'll feed your heart to the hound. To me! Die, damn it!
Anyone else? What a waste of sleep darts. I'll be more careful not to use these in the future. There must be a more sneaky way to do that. I just don't know what it is. There we go. Right, so there's a corrupted charm there. There's a normal charm there. There's a ring there. Anybody else around this way? Yep, there's those two. Remember that an overseer has been summoned to address the situation in the interrogation room. Until the overseer arrives, no one is to enter the interrogation room. Prisoner cells are off limits to overseers and other visitors. No exceptions. Right. To get. Come on. There we go. That's better.
A reminder, the Coldridge prison remains under martial law. Guards are authorized to use lethal force against any unidentified or unauthorized persons on the premises.
Once he had the key, there was no stopping him. And the way he went off that bridge, how do you stop a man who'll make a jump like that? Like he doesn't care. Or like he's more than human. You think he's I think we played that overseer noise for a reason. I think there's more happening here than any of us know.
Sure is, babes.
Someone's supposed to be on duty over here.
Right, I need to...
I'm not saying it would be easy, but I can do it once the cell doors open. You,
Oh.
in the first rush, I take 2, 3 before they get their swords out. Pick up their pistols. Have a good shot. There's no one making rounds over here.
Remember to take extra care in logging transfers. Even temporary transfers of prisoners from one cell to another must be recorded in the logbook. Ensure the logbook is available in the guard booth between sections C and D at all times. Okay, can I, like, tuck your body away there? Right.
You think the mess in the
All cells
interrogation
in
room's
Section
gonna get us
B
in
are under
trouble?
quarantine until further notice. Prisoners who have been transferred from Section B will be observed for signs of infection.
There we go. Wonder what they're honking about over there. Just like generally yelling, I guess. Right.
Someone's supposed to be on duty.
Yeet. That did not work.
A reminder, the Coldridge prison remains under martial law.
That didn't work. That's not the way to do it. God, I hope I saved before making that jump, else I'm going to be really pissed. I did. Good. Right. It has to be... Can I, like... So if I can do this... Then I can do this and this. I can't, like, tuck his body away in a prison somewhere. Right. Somebody here is having a good time. Right. Might as well take that, you know, just to, like, have it. Right. So. Oh, stocked up on choke dust. A shrine. This guy will rat me out if I see him. If he sees me, rather. But... can I... tuck this body neatly over here. Now I'm gonna save.
Help! Someone's breaking out! Guards, come quick! Someone is trying to escape! Shit! Gotta get out of here!
Glad that we just basically sort of scared him into submission there. Right. Four. Where's Lizzie?
Where's Harold? He's not in his cell. Check the log. We've been moving people around to make room for the politicals.
This never happened under the Empress.
Someone will hear you. And it wasn't easy with the Empress around. She'd hold inspections with the Royal Protector trailing after her.
I wish we'd taken care of him. He knows our faces. He could come back any time.
Sure could, babes. Ah, don't worry about it. It'll be me that you'll have to worry about instead. Right. Which way are you going? Can I... still facing there. Could I do this? And then do... this? Tuck your body away here. Tuck your body away over here as well. No? Here? There we go. It's not really hidden, but it's better than it was before. Elizabeth Stride moved to D24. Lucas Penrose D11. Jane Cochran temporarily removed. Pick up yet another guard post key. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
Heightened security and they still can't keep us out.
Have fun, dude. Right, are you gonna...
And I thought you were in the business of killing.
What's that supposed to do? You gonna be a little shit?
Trembling hands. Blood from the eyes.
Lizzie's trying. She's in
Hey up.
shape.
I'm not doing it. Not me. Not like the rest of them.
Okay, right.
Making that noise. Knock it off.
May have been a mistake. Hi, look, I'm here. Fucking amen, dude. Amen, brother. Right, so we've got D24. The other one we want is... one underneath A20. Right.
All cells in Section B are under quarantine until further notice.
D24 and A10. Right, I'm actually gonna
Will be observed for
write that down. 24 Lizzie, A10 Bone Charm, and then I can write down ones as we keep going in the future. Right, that's the way over there. I really hope there's a way I can like sneak this way, because I don't want to go that way, ideally. Down here.
Blood from the eyes. Any day now to start.
A reminder, the Coleridge prisoner remains under martial law.
Ah.
Guards are authorized to use lethal force against any unidentified or unauthorized persons on the premises.
Yeah, whatever. I'm coming for you. It's the last thing I do. Okay, hold it. See something? I need more men.
Okay. You noticed me trying to open the door, which is fair. I think I opened it into his back. So.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna tear you apart. You hear me? Yeah, whatever.
She had it. Why'd you take my money?
Leave you here.
I'm not doing it. Not. I didn't know she had it. Why'd she take my money?
Right. Can I do this? F5.
Otherwise, you'd come here and settle it on the side.
Okay. That's 6 of these.
I'll find this guy.
I'll never ask anything again.
I'll flush you out.
Okay.
I know you're here somewhere, scum. Got you now.
That's not the way to do it. Okay. Wonder if there's a way over.
Mistake one day, and that's gonna be it. My hands on his throat.
Can I like hop over? No? That's really annoying. A thought, actually. And then I can go up here. And then from here. Nice. Right. Next step. Where do you go? That's not the way to go, because that teleports me onto his head. Could take him out, but I don't think I need to. Actually, wait, who else is down here? We've got that guy, we've got that guy, and we've got that guy. Will he notice? He will notice me if I... Will he notice me if I do this? Following the escape of Corvatano, council appointed by the Lord Regent decided it was of the utmost importance to increase security measures at Coldridge Prison. The recommendations made by this report include structural measures such as increasing the height of walls, sealing ventilation shafts, and ensuring sewer entrances are inaccessible. Additionally, staffing at the site must be increased to thoroughly cover all exits and maintain observation of all major corridors. In addition to the measures outlined herein, the council has consulted both the Abbey of the Everyman and Lords Vigilant Anton Sokolov, who's also head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy, asking for guidance and equipment in handling of those cases that are more exotic in nature. While we've dismissed reports of the supernatural in the past as old wives' tales and lunatic hearsay, recent months have convinced us that there are matters afoot that we do not fully understand. As such, prison executive personnel are encouraged to welcome the presence of both the overseers and anyone working under Sokolov's guidance. Right, so what I want to do is login transfers. Right, so I want someone to make a selection letter. So 2, 4. B, C, D. Okay, and then I want a 10 as well. No? A 10 is open. Dope. God, it's so fucking loud. Why does it need to yell so much? Right. Now. 4. These two could cause some issues. I'm not careful. Step is to find the rune. Right. Will you though?
Gotta be here somewhere.
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
I'll find you. Eyes sharp. Call out to each other if you spot him. I bet we'll see that guy again.
Okay.
What happened here?
A lovely dead body is what happened here. Hadley Wharton was trying to stash us loot in the canal when we busted him. Looks like he's the one who hit Lord Brimmer's carriage a few nights back. So far he's not able to come to us, but he will once he gets to town in the interrogation room. Document everything, deliver it to the Lord Regent's office, and make sure none of it gets lost on its way or it's in our hands. Goal: location of collaborator and theft of goods. Method: heated metal bullets applied to feet. Promising response at first, but subject lost conscious, new to shock. Goal: confession of vandalism. Method: sleep deprivation. Outcome: disorientation. Subject falsely confessed to a crime as well as other unrelated acts. Goal: location of weapon cache tied to attacks on river patrol checkpoints. Method: water tank. Tank mechanism malfunction. Subject drowned. Name of conspiracy. Goal: name of conspiracy organizer. Method: engagement with phobia. Spiders. Outcome: subject divulged the information before the hatch to the spider basket was even opened. Well,
Is she strapped in right? Good. Doesn't look like much, does she? Comfortable?
like to most humbly request access documents concerning the new experimental choke dust, which you may have recently found yourself in possession of. Understand this is a delicate subject matter, and I assure you every precaution will be taken with documents to ensure they remain confidential. If you have access to these documents is agreeable to you, please have one of your men deliver them to my cell.
We'll get this done. Let's start with how you got into Dunwall
25.
Tower in the first place. Was it one of the servants that let you in? One of the guards?
Let's try and open up A25, I guess.
Nothing? All right. Corporal, use the hammer.
I'm gonna have a mini egg while we enjoy this.
Can't really tell if she felt that. Don't want to break anything. Let's try again. How did you... Wait. You hear a kind of ringing in your ears? What's happening to her face? Is she going to... Oh no! Oh no! Shoot her! Shoot her! Shoot!
Lovely. Right. You want to be sneaky as a sneaky thing. A25 is what we want. It was A25 I was after, wasn't it? It was. Right.
Look out. We got a prowler.
No, stupid goddamn.
Look out. We got someone skulking around.
It's going to start any moment, and I'll die weeping blood.
Right. Guess he's out for the count. Crunch. Marking striking characteristic one will notice when comparing incarceration facilities across the Isles is the outer walls themselves, or in some cases the lack thereof. A well-known and well-feared prison such as Coldridge, with its long history as the principal prison with the capital city of Dunwall, has a number of physical barriers to keep prisoners from escaping, or even attempting escape. Coldridge is housed in a single formidable structure, many stories tall, with tightly guarded gates and tiny individual that keep the prisoners separate, minimising collisions. To individual cells, I'm guessing. Prison is dominated by its high grey walls, and as of late, new technology has been tested for deployment there, further adding to the security. Height of modern incarceration, it's virtually unthinkable anyone could escape from such a place. Wink. Contrast this with the prisons of Tivia, located in the tundra at the centre of that nation-state. As unbelievable camps of Tivia, there are literally no walls. A prisoner exhausted from hard labour without tools is unlikely to survive the harsh climate or the hungry packs of hounds that rove the frozen wastes. In fact, Tivian prison authorities make it known that any prisoner is free to leave at any time. In all of recorded history, no one has made the remote walk across the snow and ice to the nearest city. Interestingly, those who leave are not pursued. They're considered free people, having effectively served their sentences. Later installments in the series will cover the mines of Sokonos, where prisoners work in order to survive, and the coastal island jails in Morley, surrounded by bitterly cold waters that are filled with ravenous hagfish. Fucking vile. Impairment formula, which is tested right here in Coldridge Prison. Mixture of the prison guards called choke dust, normally capable of rendering prisoners vulnerable for humans. However, this new formula has the potential to make the victim forgetful as well. It's as if once breathed in, the dust is cute. Once again, I have to deliver the solutions required by a present solution. As all my work is simple, that I'm capable of understanding the potential is required, both for the region to the detriment of those incarcerated in Coldridge Prison. With an aptitude for escape, I've recently adopted one of my inventions for deployment that dank depressing place. Potential function of these devices at the prison should now be clear to all, following the latest round of testing. With the associated power complications resolved, I've therefore recommended a two-stage implementation starting at once. First stage involves a recent device, simple to deploy, designed to stun the escaping prisoner. Second is more powerful deterrent, the lethal and increasingly popular arc pylon. In combination, properly applied, these devices will make Coldridge Prison inescapable. Or so they thought. 60 baffle dust. Right. Let's get... Walks amongst us.
This better be worth it.
Lovely. Wonderful. Right. I really do like that. I like Swift Stalker, but right. Let's keep getting out of here. Hi, Lizzie.
Wake up, Lizzie.
I'm not telling shit. Wait.
Down.
Just me.
Is there a fate? Whoever sent you, I'll pay double.
I've come to break you out. You can owe me the favor.
What kind of favor?
Doesn't matter. You'll be dead in another day here.
What kind?
It's just a boat trip. Upriver. Past the blockades.
Then you're out of luck. My boat, the Undine, now belongs to someone else. My second in command double-crossed me and took it. A little shit named Edgar Wakefield.
It's a situation I'm familiar with. Can you walk?
Get me out of this damn thing and I'll fly. I can pay you to get rid of Wakefield.
It'll be my pleasure. Come on.
I'll just get my tiara.
Come on, out you hop.
Down. I think I...
I'll have to carry her out.
Fucking wonderful. Right, so what we're gonna do... Let's be... sneaky.
A reminder, the Coldridge prison remains under martial law. Guards are authorized to use lethal force against any unidentified or unauthorized persons on the premises. All prison personnel will stay clear of the interrogation room until the representative from the Abbey has certified it is free of any heretical corruption.
Thanks for opening for me, bro. Right. Anyone else? Nope. Ah, stop doing that. Right. Now we sneak out of here. Across that lovely body right there. here we fucking go.
She's beaten but not dead. See that her wounds get attention.
It will be done.
Thanks, bro.
All quiet, sir. Ready to go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Nice. Dope. One of the Draper's Ward gangs has acquired lethal Sokolov technology. With Lizzie's side free, you have Captain take you upriver. Unfortunately, Lizzie's second in command, Edgar Wakefield, is running the old gang and won't hand over the ship without a fight. Deal with the traitor Wakefield and help Lizzie get a ship in working order.
Dunwall is changing fast. 6 months ago, Draper's Ward was where Dunwall's rich and well-born strolled and shopped and tried to be seen. The plague burned through it in days. Today it's a battleground where 2 street gangs fight over the spoils. The Hatters and Lizzie's gang, the Dead Eels. Lizzie Stride was the boss until Edgar Wakefield betrayed her and took her place. And the riverboat.
Relatable content.
It's the kind of thing that happens every day in Dunwall. I don't judge him. I've done worse myself. But I need that boat. Edgar Wakefield and I have business.
Nice. Right. I think I may have fucked up by not buying both favors last. Right, and if I buy this at 450, that leaves me just over 100 coins. Hopefully pick up more of those. The reason I say I think I fucked up is because there's an achievement you can get for buying 8 favors.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel before the canal went dry. It started up again recently. And whatever the Hatters did to get it working has enraged the Dead Eels. They're fighting in the streets.
Right. Wasn't really listening to what he said, unfortunately. Fuck it, I'll buy this. Okay. Two rooms. Right. Never mind. My attempt to sneak out did not work while they were having fun fighting each other. Here we go. Right, this time I will actually listen to the exposition. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck it. In fact, I know I've missed... I've not got that upgrade, so that's fine. We'll do that. Sleep darts are the best. Right.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel before the canal went dry. It started up again recently. And whatever the Hatters did to get it working has enraged the Dead Eels. They're fighting in the streets.
Okay, right. That's the context that I wasn't listening to. Bring a man to represent my black-eyed groom, fetch a woman to represent me in my youth, lay them together in the eternal circle, a wedding band to bind them placed on the silver tray. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a wedding gift. Right. So, we need a wedding ring. Dunwall has provided bridging service to you even after all the decent citizens abandoned April's Ward. Now it's clear there's no livelihood for me now, and that association with you will eventually cost me my life. For those who've never wronged me, I suggest you take your business to your own. He can be found in a second-floor apartment just a stone's throw away from here, next to the millinery canal. His prices will climb now that I'm gone, but he seems like a fair enough man. For those who've harassed me, stolen from me, and driven me from my home, I hope you suck on the barrel of City Watch pistol someday. I'm sure you'll all meet violent and unhappy ends. Good lad. Have fun. I am getting the fuck out of here. Struck down by whalers have dredged this horrid thing up from the depths of the storm drains and placed it in the agreed-upon location in hopes that you and only you recover it. But be warned, poor fortune's followed me every step of the way since laying hands on this thing. I'm overjoyed of the prospect of leaving it here and being done with it. May it treat you better than it has me. And if some unlucky local has stumbled upon this wicked bone, heed these two warnings. As I've said above, poor fortune find you. But more importantly, this is intended for delivery to the most dangerous man in the Empire. If you're in possession of something he wants, you may count your remaining hours on one hand. Thanks, dude. Creep out of here.
Just make it quick. Get up. Get up and we'll finish it.
What's up, dude?
I thought I was finished. They'll never believe who saved me. You're here to kill me. Make it faster. Get lost.
Remember that smoke we saw on the river the other day?
Yeah. You found out what it was?
Rothwild's place. That was also the booms we heard. Blown apart. Burned. Completely gone now.
Wow. I bet that was something to see.
We'll put in warehouses all along this street. When the headers are gone, we'll be rich in 5 years.
Ah. Tasty manner. That's better. I hope your business is going well. If you're interested, I have a little business proposal for you. Canal here and Draper's orders and drive some time now. Enough time for the prize to Oxford Green to take blue in the mud. None of the ruffians patrolling this area know how special the flower can be, so I have no competition in harvesting them. None of the alchemists or natural philosophers that can use improve in this district anymore. Perhaps I can send you some bunches of Volkswagen to peddle, for a commission of course, and I can help you tap into an ammunition market here in Draper's Wood. Gangs have gone into full-scale war, so demand is high. Let me know your thoughts. Fangs for the bone charm. Probably didn't need to actually knock Jerome out, but I panicked, you know? Fuck it, I wanted to buy that, didn't I? Right. What else have I got? Right, there's a ring there and a ring there. A ring there and a bone charm there. Don't worry about it. Just trying to work out how to get up there is all. Come on. Absolutely certain I got the arrow notification. There we go. There we go.
Business. I understand.
Hi.
I can. Who are you? Are you with her?
With her?
Delilah. Are you with her? No, but you don't have any roses.
What can you tell me about Delilah?
I used to make clothing for the Caldwins, you see. I adored them, especially young, precocious Emily.
I noticed that. The feels.
Did you ever meet the Empress? She was so
well.
special. And I was able to count her among my friends. I had a lock of hair from young Emily, a keepsake given to me by the family when my hands grew too stiff and clumsy to work the needle. I have treasured it so.
And Delilah?
She visited me here. Such a surprise to see her, all grown up, so serious. Did you know she was once a playmate of Jessamine's? Before she was Empress, when they were both little. I thought it was a cordial visit at first, but it turned frightening.
What happened?
She made things come out of the shadows, long and grasping.
No, don't worry about it.
Cold on my neck. I sound mad, don't I? Perhaps I am. She questioned me and left me propped in the corner like a bolt of cloth. I couldn't move for 3 nights. She made the horrid markings you see now. Then she stole my only keepsake, my lock of hair from dear, sweet Emily. Emily, where are you? Damn that Corvo, and damn Delilah.
Neat. Sorry, dude, I'm now going to fleece you for all you have. Costume will require 3 tailored outfits that are perfectly matching except for the colour. We're going to play a game with our guests, you see. Saddened to hear of your deteriorating hands and the hard times which you've fallen, as you were my first choice to craft these costumes. I'll mention your physical difficulties to my doctor at the party. Perhaps he can be some service to you. Farewell, Waverly Boyle.
How did pass me by, all the others down with the sickness.
Come on, come on. Sorry, that was a bad joke.
Crawling all over everything.
Right. Oh, there's a corrupted charm over there that I want. And this is going to cause a headache, especially because they've got a wall of light. Ow.
What? Someone wants to get kicked in the gown.
I've fucked up. Right.
He's dead. We won't make it 3 more months.
Right. F5.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
F5. Ow. Shit. Wrong button. I right clicked when I meant to left click.
How did it pass me by?
Come on, come on. No, I made that joke not 5 seconds ago.
All these.
Right.
Quiet in the city. Almost like it used to be.
Being sneaky. Sneaky deaky. Corrupt charm is directly above my head. So I can do this. And this. Lovely. Right. Well, these guys have fun fighting each other. Ow. That was the wrong way to go. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I've got 2 runes now. I can't upgrade anything except for these 2. That's okay. What's the bone charm I just got? Damage at 1 strain before your health. No, don't want that. Ow. That's better. Now. Yeah. Primary source of Dunwall's militarized technology, Anton Sokolov, has gone missing. Some suspect the master assassin has been terrorizing Dunwall. Wink. Right. F. McFucking 5. We've got many things. Spawn 2 brains and a bone charm to start with.
Harold's a hard man, but he's not as fun as Lizzie. Lizzie enjoyed it more.
Even Lizzie never drowned victims in a sack.
Edgar Wakefield is on board the Undine.
Jesus, you scared me.
He's put all of the eels on alert since Lizzie's rumored to have escaped from Coldridge. He's expecting her. You will undoubtedly be a surprise to him.
As as I always aim to be. I think I've read that one already. There's been interesting activity since I read in the Dead Deals a few days ago. Looks like Wakefield has been rooting out Lucy Thorlets and chasing them off, making an example out of them with some gruesome killings. Don't think he's got much of a hold in this gang, and things are likely to fly apart before long. Also, I swear I saw a woman lurking on some nearby roofs last night, spying on the eels. She saw me looking at her and just disappeared. Perhaps you'll know what to make of that. Wank. Right, bone charm there, rune there. Hi Vinis. No, it is my first time in a while, but I have played this game before, just not recently. So I'm going slowly and trying to take my time with it.
Fancy masks. Strip them of their jewels and set them on fire. Finest time in the world.
Drowning. Drowning's worse.
Set on fire's worse.
Drowned is worse.
You ever see a man set on fire?
Wakefield sealed himself in the cargo hold of the Undine. Smuggling ships like this one often have a hatch underneath for dumping contraband if they get caught. Perhaps the Undine is no different.
No, I imagine it probably is. Good evening. Sorry, yes, I'm not very with it. I'm not.
Two butchers came here looking for work, trying to find a warehouse.
I'm doing good, thank you. I am doing my best in the present circumstance, like I think we all are. How about you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well.
Who's that?
Here we go. It's fine. I'm now that I know how to get where I'm going, I can get there. Check him out. Following note was found at the site of a ritual murder, attached to the victim's face by 9 fishhooks, arranged in a suspicious pattern. We infer that the two parties were involved in a conflict over the construction and sale of a superstitious charm, using pieces from older, possibly damaged heretical artifacts. Full investigation recommended, focusing on the person named Lilika and Sokonos. Lilika, you cheat. For months I poured coin into your pockets, paying for all the things you requested. Food and lodging in the outskirts of town, livestock with birth defects whose purpose I cannot imagine, toxic plants and alchemical materials. The baboon blood and cartilage of deep-dwelling fish were not cheap, I assure you. But even more costly was the scrimshaw I painstakingly acquired from sailors during the past year, carved from the bones of whales, and said to hum with powers from beyond the world. These cost me half my savings. And you swore that you'd provide me with the charm I wanted. I was quite clear. I had your word that I'd be able to visit Abrielle in my dreams, that I could woo her while sleeping. You promised that she would love me. Instead, you delivered to me this lump of old bones, scratched and hacked at, wired together as they have made by a child. For 2 weeks I kept it close to my heart, and at night when I slept I did see Abrielle. Oh yes, I saw her lying with everyone I've ever hated. Rivals and enemies who bested me in business was war. Men who had bullied or insulted me, including my infernal older brother. I woke each morning clenching my teeth in shame and rage. Such terrible nosebleeds I suffered, and my hair began to fall out in clumps. I threw the cursed thing into a lake, just to be rid of it. You told me you were a sorcerer, a simple charlatan more like. Be that as it may, I want you to know the day I decided to ruin your life. I will punish you for thinking me an idiot and taking my money. I can send an anonymous message delivered to the nearest overseer outpost, but what I've got in mind is more fitting. There's a gang that operates in Karnaka, assassins. I want you to know that with all my remaining funds will be spent putting a contract on your pretty head. You'll never see me again, Lilika, but when the butcher's blade falls on your neck or when the poison in your milk takes hold, I want you to remember that this is how I repay those who cheat me. Spooky. Right. There's a rune there. And there's a bone charm way over there. F5.
There's the boat. Wakefield's probably keeping himself below decks. Whatever I do to him will be a mercy compared to what Lizzie has in mind.
Right. being sneaky. Splash. Go. God, I hate seaweed. I hate seaweed so much. It is, no word of a lie, the bane of my life. Please. There we go. Jesus Christ.
You keep surprising.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Not long ago, I watched you kill an empress and steal her child for coin. For a man like that, you went through Coldridge Prison with an awfully soft touch.
That's me, alright.
I wonder, are you hoping it will change the way things work out? Maybe. Maybe not. The song's almost over, and when the music stops, we all fall down.
Wonderful. Right. Yes. Yeah. So I played through the main campaign, and I'm now doing the DLCs. I played Dishonored, all the DLCs before, and Dishonored 2. I've never played the Knife of Dunwall, the Death of the Outsider. So my plan at the moment is to sort of play the main campaign, play through all the DLCs, do Dishonored 2. I still haven't decided who I'm going to play it as, and then move into Death of the Outsider. So I only do Doto completely blind, without a guide for my first time around. And I'm trying to go as low chaos and as sneaky as possible, purely because I'm really bad at it. When I go, I can do sneaky if I go high chaos, but I'm really bad at low chaos sneaks. So I'm trying to go for that, but we'll see. Okay. Mine's there. Let's get out of here. Oh, I hate seaweed, I hate seaweed, I hate underwater weeds, they can suck my ass. Believe that the up you get, come on, up. No, stop getting stuck on the wall. Up. There we go.
This would work.
Jesus Christ. Come on, up.
What are they doing over at Coldridge? Can't keep their damn prisoners locked up. How did it come to this? I just know it. Might as well slit my own throat.
Lizzie's boat is smaller than I remember. Time to signal Lizzie.
Just leave him in the floor there. Now, a bone charm. I can't remember how to get to it. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Jesus Christ, what a nightmare. Right. There we go. See, can I do this? No. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I like it. I also think in a way it's scarier because it's like I don't know, I think it's scarier, and also if you think about it, a lot of the low chaos options for dealing with people are actually really horrible. Like the one that always stands out to me is the fact that the Boyle sister, when you take her out, incorrect. She gets kidnapped by somebody who's obsessed with her that she doesn't know about. That's terrifying to me. I really hate that. Right. What am I doing? Hong Kong.
Lizzie Stride is assuming control of the Dead Eels now. She's ordered them to give you safe passage.
Nice. Right. I've read that one already.
Taken by the City Watch, and you followed him, took his orders. Well, you know what? I forgive you, all of you. I'm filled with love. But the following people each owe me a finger.
I love Lizzie so much. I think she's a great character.
Douglas, Bang Bang, Ferris, Pigface, the Bakers, and Annabelle. Two from you, Annabelle. Have a good night.
Hi.
That piece of garbage, Edgar. I'm still living with his incompetence. He let the Hatters cripple the Undine.
Oh, by the way, his unconscious body is in the hold.
They took the engine point. We're dead in the water.
What is it? Can we make a new one?
They don't make them anymore, not for an engine like the Undine's. We'll have to get it back.
The geezer still leads the Hatter gang, right? I'll pay him a visit.
It won't be that easy. There's a snag.
Always is. What's this one?
The geezer's about 100 years old by now. He's got it rigged so that if he dies, the whole place gets gassed. So they're real careful around him. Got him a nurse and everything. Maybe you can cut a deal for that engine coil. Turn on the charm. One of the Hatters gave me their door password in exchange for keeping the rest of his fingers. It's whalebone.
It's really, really creepy. I felt so scummy doing it.
I'm being in jail.
Just be ready to move when I get back.
Nice. Right. It is, I realize, probably so much easier to get all of the runes and stuff after you've like taken them out, but I forgot about that, so I just went ahead and did shit. Right.
What I see Dad do then?
My best.
Just because he can do strange things doesn't mean there's an invisible man watching us. I'll ask him how he does it.
Are you crazy? Don't you dare.
There's an invisible man watching us. That's how I do things.
What are you
Money I'm about to nick from you. Right. Out to the streets. We're gonna get some money and also a wedding ring. Get ourselves a thing. With Lizzie Stride free, you have a captain take you upriver. Fortunately, as second in command, Edgar Wakefield is running the old gang and won't hand over the ship without a fight. Deal with the traitor Wakefield and help Lizzie get a ship in working order. Right. That's where I want to get to. Oh, you guys have fun. I'm trying to find the apartment. Post is awful. I almost broke my neck getting up here, and all day the hatters kept taking shots at me like I'm some kind of carnival game. Morning I saw some lady up on the glass roof across the canal, and it kind of has me worried. I think she looked right at me. How'd she get up there? Are the hatters recruiting ladies now? Anyway, since she's been up there, I can barely make out this thing she left behind. Can't tell what it is from here, but come nightfall I might just climb up and have a look. Gotta be aware of the arc pylon they set up down there. If they have that kind of gable, just how much. I wish Lizzie was back. She'd get us out of this. Hint, hint. Right. So... you, somewhere behind your apartment is... Ow! Wrong button. Just pretend that... Just pretend that didn't happen. And I actually managed to behave like a sensible person who can do sensible things. Right. Somewhere around here is the thing I want. Leave.
Stand where you are, Hatter.
What are you waiting for? I can't stop you. Do it, lady.
You do. You're always bragging about your kills.
What the hell? Is anyone there? That's what happens when you tangle with a dick.
Have fun, dudes.
Over here! I need a hand with this one.
Cry for mommy, you little piss pot.
I want to... There we go. Jesus Christ.
Still sneaking around.
Yes, it's me, and I'm... struggling. Right. So in the back alley adjacent to the...
No time to blow a cloud. We got somebody about.
Where am I?
We ain't the only ones prowling around this place. Get ready.
Fuck's the apartment that I'm looking for?
Definitely somebody about. Watch it.
Okay. Draper's Ward. Over there. That's what I'm looking for. Right.
I admit, I'm stymied. I thought dragging it up out of the mud was the hard part.
See what you
Gotta keep my eye.
Here's where I want to be. Right.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Right. Drop your body off here. I have brought a groom to the wedding circle. They need to be like next to each other rather than on top of each other. Or they need to be unconscious. I'll get... I can bring you. This is really important to me. I want that ring. There we go. Right, now I have to bring the wedding ring, which is somewhere over here. Fuck. That's not what I wanted to do. Incorrect. I just want to get the Granny Rags bit done and out of the way, and then that's like one less thing to worry about. Right. Hi. Ow, my poor body. Trying to work out where this wedding ring is. Come on. Okay. Okay. There's the pathway onto the dress marker. So that side between the pink and red building. Right. Somewhere around here. I like that they're like, definitely someone about. Yeah, bitch, there is. It's me. What? Why are you angry at me? I'm on your side. Jesus Christ. I guess the minute you sort of leave their zone, they get angry at you. That's annoying. Right, whatever. So, Go to the pathway under the dressmaker, under that part where there's a metal walkway into his house. Pink and red brushes. This makes literally no sense to me, but whatever. Aha! Nice. Now we can sneak back over this way. Take these two dude skis out.
Someone's about to get shanked.
Look at that. Was it worth it? Possibly not. Whatever. Have you got anything interesting? No, nothing? Cool. Right. And sneak over this way. Don't shoot at me. I'm not here to cause trouble. Nice. That's what I'm here for. Now I've got 5 runes, so I can upgrade this, which is dope. Now I'm going to keep those bone charms that I have at the moment. But I am also, seeing it is now just past 11 and I think we've reached a pretty good end point, going to end things off here. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. It is very, very much appreciated, and I do hope that you enjoyed. I will be streaming Destiny 2 tomorrow, where we are going to be doing all of the strikes that we've unlocked so far in Forsaken, as well as doing the next chunk of story in the Dreaming City. Then on Tuesday it'll be Final Fantasy XIV, where, assuming I am lucid enough to, and don't get whacked by that young sleep depression again, sleep deprivation leading to depression, or vice versa, I will be continuing the story Shadowbringers on our Shard. I really can't remember where I left off on him, so it'll be an adventure. You know, I have no idea. Then next Thursday will be Higurashi When They Cry, Tatari Goroshi, where we are going to definitely continue to, basically it's going to turn into Older Brother Simulator 2020, where all that will happen is that we'll hang out with Toko and be her older brother, and nothing bad will happen. Finally, next Saturday will be More Dishonored, where we are going to be storying the finish of The Witches of Brigmore. Anyway, take care everybody, have a wonderful evening, do look after yourselves, thank you for coming along, I do appreciate it, and I shall see you guys tomorrow.